Hi, thanks for clicking on the video. Today I'm going to show you a dead simple recipe to make hot buffalo wings. Now anybody who's tried them will either love them or hate them. I'm one of the people who absolutely love them, and when I first tried them in America I actually came home and I spent forever trying to find a recipe to make them. Now I've got the simplest recipe. This is a recipe I've discovered myself. First thing I'm going to do is cook the wings, and then I'm going to show you how to make the sauce. Watch this. Right, now before we get cooking, obviously you're going to want the recipe for this, or what we're going to be using, and basically all I'm going to be using is a packet of around about 10 chicken wings. Get these at any supermarket. You can buy frozen and defrost them, or you can buy fresh. And for the chicken wings, we're going to be cooking them in an Actifry. Yes, believe it or not, the Actifry. And we're going to be needing, to go with the chicken in the Actifry, is of course some oil, some black pepper, some salt, and some garlic. So that's the recipe you're going to need for that part. Now when it comes to the buffalo sauce, there's a lot of you out there, you've tried all the sauces already made, they never quite hit the mark. This one, I guarantee, is going to do that. It's very simple. In fact, it's so simple, I can't believe that I haven't come across this recipe before. Purely by mistake, that talking to somebody and they said, have you tried this, have you tried that, mixed a few things together and I came up with it. So what we're going to need for the recipe for the hot sauce is honey. You're going to need any type of tomato ketchup, tomato sauce, readily available anywhere. Some butter, a pinch of salt, and some hot sauce. Now it doesn't really matter whether it's Jamaican hot sauce, Louisiana hot sauce, they're all basically the same. It's just pure chilies which has been decanted down. So now let's get to it. Before we get started, give the wings a thorough wash, make sure they're all nice and clean, and then we're going to pat them dry. So now the wings have actually been washed, what we need to do is just pat dry them a little bit with a piece of kitchen roll, and then we want to be cutting these up into 3 sections. Now a lot of people waste this section, which is the tip. Believe it or not, I cook it because I like nibbling on them. And then find your centre joint and then just cook down there. So we're left with 3 pieces. Not a lot of people are going to eat that part. Majority of people will eat that part. So continue doing that with all the wings until we've got a nice pile. Right, as you can see, we've got all our wings ready. So now the easy part, we'll get the Actifry out and we'll get them cooking. What we want to be doing here is I've actually already sort of de-skinned my garlic, and we're just using 2 cloves and we're just dropping them into the Actifry. Then we're going to put in a little bit of oil, just around about a tablespoon, nothing more than that. We are going to be draining that off in a little bit, and all we need to do now is basically put the wings in. And put a little bit of black pepper in, followed by a little bit of salt, and you only need a touch of salt really, because the flavour of the sauce is going to do the magic. And basically that's it, they're ready to cook. We're now going to set that for 20 minutes, and we'll come back to that in a bit and see how it's going. Now while we're waiting for the wings to cook, we're going to start making the buffalo hot sauce, and you're going to just love this. Basically all we need to do is get a pan, and we're warming it up just to sort of melt some butter in. Now that pan should be hot enough at this stage, so what we're going to do is going to put another butter in there, and I'll start showing you how to make the sauce. So I've got approximately just over an ounce of butter, and we're going to stick that in the pan and we're going to melt it down. The pan, believe it or not, isn't on the heat now. We don't want this butter to be going brown, so just swirl it around and melt it ready for the next part of the ingredients. So here it is, there's the butter melted, and to this what we want to be doing is putting around about I'd say around about 3 to 4 tablespoonfuls of tomato ketchup. In fact, to be honest, I think is enough there. We want to be stirring it around and sort of dissolving, or should we say, so give it a quick stir with the butter, trying to get it to all mixed together so there's no trace of the butter there, and it's beginning to look a little bit like a sauce. Now, as you can see, it's changing colour slightly. Now just add a little bit of salt. Next, what we want to be doing is adding the hot sauce. As I say, this is Jamaica's pride. It doesn't really matter which one you use, and I'm just using the dessert spoon, and I'm filling the dessert spoon up with the hot sauce, and I'm putting 1 in and then 2. Now give that a quick stir. It's just a matter of adding and mixing, and now we're ready to put the honey in. Right, all we need to do now is add the honey. Any honey will do. Don't have to be a special honey, and we basically pour it in 3 dessert spoons of this. Now the reason that's only looks thin, it's only because I put it in the microwave just for a couple of seconds, just to warm it up, which makes it flow a little bit easier. So we're just basically using what's left in the jar here. So that's it. All we need to do now is give that a quick stir, and we're going to bring that basically to a bit of a simmer just until the bubbles start to show in the pan, and then that is it. The sauce is ready. So that's finished. All we're going to do is just give it a quick taste. That hits the spot. Absolutely gorgeous. You've got to try this. So we'll check the chicken now and see how it's going. Take it, that means you're done. Let's have a quick look. Ooh. As you can see, they look absolutely gorgeous now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, as you can see down there, I'm going to pull the fat off before we get to the next stage. Right, now I've pulled all the fat off the chicken wings. They're reasonably dry. Now at this stage they are actually cooked. I'd give them a couple more minutes if I wasn't going to be putting the hot sauce on. And there's 2 ways we can do this. We can either just dip this into the sauce and use it as a dipping sauce, but that's not really a true chicken wing. So what we're going to do is, all I'm going to do, not a lot, I'm actually just going to put 1 dessert spoon of this sauce on top of the chicken. I'll put a little bit more on, and now I'm going to recook it again just for approximately 5 minutes, no more than that. So we're going to close the lid, we're going to turn it on, set it to 5 minutes, and soon it'll be ready. Ooh, I can't wait, come on. You just hate it when you're waiting, especially when you're hungry anyway. So we're nearly there. There we go. Finished. And let's pour them out and see what they look like. Now of course these are going to taste absolutely fantastic just as they are, but to be honest I prefer them to be a little bit more succulent, so therefore I always put some of the juice on. So why don't we do that right now? You can be as generous as you want. See, we've got plenty of sauce there. So now they say the proof is in the pudding. Just look at that. What does it taste like? Well, you're not going to know, but I'm going to love it. Well, bring me more. There we go, just look at them. That's my very own Buffalo chicken wings. made for Mancunians. Love it. If you fancy trying it, check out this recipe, you'll love it. Thanks for watching, see ya!